you're going to get a challenge page, and I'm going to do it with you, and you're going to do it by yourself, because I think you are fully capable. So, turn to your packet, to constant of proportionality, graphs, and you're going to learn how to find the constant of proportionality from a graph and plug it into an equation. Math is so great.
Welcome back with YouTube with Lubelski. We're going to do constant of proportionality on a graph. I need to switch my pen. Goodness gracious, to red. Constant of proportionality with a graph. So this is something that might be new for some of you. So follow along in the video and then you'll have some extra practice problems to do. But hopefully you've learned that to identify the constant of proportionality, we have to use k equals whatever a y value is over the x value. That's the relationship. And so for each of the graphs, we're going to write the proportional relationship y equals kx. In order to do the equation of the graph, we actually have to start by finding our k. So first step is going to be k is what? And the second step is then we're going to write y equals what's my k times x. And so all of these graphs, if you look, they all go through the origin of 0, 0, which makes them proportional, if they're all straight lines, and they are. So all of these are proportional relationships already. It's just finding the constant of proportionality. So what are they increasing by over and over again, and then writing the equation for it. So if you take a look at number 1, the easiest way for me to do this is to look at wherever my line hits a perfect cross section. So I don't want to estimate anything. Right now, if I were to use this right here, this is where my graph is equal to 1. If I'm trying to find my k, I'm trying to get it so that there's a 1 on the bottom. So wherever my x is equal to 1, I'm looking for that. So take a look, and this is on a perfect cross section, which means that my y value is 2 and my x value is 1, so my constant is 2 over 1, which reduces to 2. So my equation is y equals 2 times x. I can plug in any x value, multiply it by 2, and it'll give me my y value. So if I plug in 2, 2 times 2 is 4. So I can check that. 2 times 2 is 4, and it is correct. So I'm going to do it a little bit less messy over here. Let's do this again. Remember, my first step is finding my k, which is y over x. And we want our x to equal 1 eventually. So always start by checking to see if x is 1. Does the line hit a perfect cross section? And in this case, it does. It hits that perfect cross section right here. So my y is 7. So I put 7 over 1. My constant is 7. My equation is y equals 7x. I can double check this by plugging 2 in for x. 7 times 2 is 14. All right, the next one. Remember, find k, which is y over x. And in this case, take a look. I don't have 1. I can't just make it 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find any point that is on a perfect cross section. In this case, it's the very first cross section. And I'm going to use this y, which is 4. And I'm going to put it over that x, which is 9. And 4/9 is perfectly fine. It's a fraction. My constant of proportionality is I'm increasing 4/9 of a unit every one x value, or 1 unit. So my equation would then use that fraction. Y equals 4/9 times x. And to see that this is proportional, we don't even have to look at the fraction. We can say if I go from 9 to 18, which is 9 times 2 is 18, 4 times 2 is 8. Now we've got 18 and 8. So we see that it's increasing by 4/9 every time. All right, let's take a look at number 4. For number 4, we are going through the origin right there. We're going to do the k equals y over x again. What's my first point that's in a perfect cross section right there? I don't want to estimate any values. So that means my y is 10, my x is 2. So 10 over 2 equals 5. So k is equal to 5. My equation is y equals 5 times x. So if I plug 4 in for x, I get 4 times 5 is 20. So that is my constant. I'm multiplying by 5 every time. Number 5. Number 5 is a little bit tricky because we haven't used a whole lot with negative numbers, but it's going to do the same thing. So we're going to look and we're going to follow the line until I get to a perfect cross section, which is here. So my y value, my y over x, which is my k, my y is negative 28, and my x value that's in line with that is negative 2. Now a negative divided by a negative cancels out to be positive. 28 divided by 2 is 14. So my k equals 14. My y equals 14x is my equation. And we'll do number 6, the last one. K is equal to y over x. So what's my y? We're going to follow the line until we get to that cross section. There's a perfect cross section right here. So my y value is 3. My x value is 9. So my constant, k equals, if I divide 3 by 3 and 9 by 3, I get 1/3 as my constant. So my equation is y equals 1/3 x. So I'm going to multiply by 1/3 in this case.
Hey, look, you did another video. And I talk too much. But you never thought you'd hear me say I talk too much. So, takeaways. 1, find the constant of proportionality. 2, plug it into the equation. Y equals kx, where k is your constant. And then you can plug all of the things in. That's what's so cool about equations. You can plug all of the things in and do all of the math. Snapchat cut me off. How rude. I wasn't done yet. Oh wait, I said I kept talking too much. Just kidding. Okay, I'm done. Have a good day.